so many sisters just too, you too damn hard. Just too damn hard. Hello. First off, you need to introduce yourself. Why'd you turn the light out? Why?
Crazy, man. Coming in rude.
Why?
Gotta let her
Why?
know.
Why?
He said, why?
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 Why? You need to introduce yourself.
This is crazy.
Why'd you turn the light out? Why? 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 You don't know what I'm talking about. And you're not listening, lady. This is a talk show. You're either gonna
Why?
do it the way I asked you to
Why?
do it, or I'm gonna bid you a good night.
The,
You have light
bid
capability?
her a good night.
Thank you. Please be reasonable.
Bid her a
What
good
would you
night.
like to say?
Black female community. On one instance, I have noticed that even though I'm in shape as a black woman, I have a job, I am very passionate towards black men. I do want to point out that even though I've done a lot of these things, there are biases that I see within black men where if you don't fit or portray a certain phenotype or a certain
Hold on.
accentuation that,
Let me stop. Okay.
yeah, go ahead.
Yo,
Okay.
stop her right now.
Tell me about your relationships, because what you're saying is very vague, in general, and
There
due
we go.
respect, ma'am, I hear a lot from women, black women in particular,
Too
about
vague.
what's global. What about what happens in your relationships?
Let's focus
Agreed. I
on
talked to about
the
three black men,
individual.
total about three within just a 2 week period.
All right.
And one's a security guard,
Okay.
works at my job.
All
The
right.
other one works in a gym, okay. And the other one is a younger guy, works a night shift, okay, at the same gym.
Okay.
And I noticed that at first they're friendly when you try to meet them. At first they're kind to you and everything. I tried to be, patient, understanding everything, tried to be open. And then I noticed, like, I'm exercising, I'm very passive, very feminine, very working out. All of a sudden they decide just like they don't want to talk to me anymore. I didn't say anything wrong. It was just, I don't know,
Hold on.
like, what did
Let me
I
stop.
do?
Hold on.
Maybe they're not
Deal.
into you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. What you cannot know is why they did what they did.
Right.
Let's stop right here. You said everything was going okay, and then all of a sudden they didn't want to talk to you anymore, right?
Right.
Hold
Just for
on.
no reason.
No. Okay. There's always a reason. Human beings do stuff for reasons. One, two, all three of them just didn't want to start. Just stop talking to you, right?
No, it's just like they stopped showing up for their shifts. Like one guy, like
Okay,
he stopped showing up for
okay.
like
When you
3
say
days.
stop, okay. When you say stop talking to you, that's what I'm sticking to, not shifts.
Yeah.
Were you
Yeah.
dating these guys?
No, I'm just having like a friendly conversation,
All
trying to
right,
get them to know
and
my
then the friendly conversation stopped with all of them.
right.
Why do
Just
you
with
why
two
do
of
you
them.
think? Okay, but
Two.
here's the thing. Why do you think that is?
I have no idea. Make a reason.
Well,
What is it?
first of all, you said you did nothing wrong, and it's all on them. I'm going to tell you right now, talking to you has been somewhat difficult just to get you to get in flow with this program. Communication is a two-way street. And if one, two, three men stop communication with you, the only common thing with all of those is you. You put yourself in a position as a victim. That's why I stopped you with all this global bias stuff. How old are you?
I'm
But
25.
Kevin Sharp, boy.
25. And the men you say that you were
Cause
talking
you ain't gonna get to
were
no
either
solution by
at
being vague and global.
security
You gotta
guard or at the gym or something.
focus
like
on you as an individual.
Correct.
that. What about men you meet outside of, not at your gym, just out and about?
I mean, pretty much, I spend a lot of my time at work, and spend a lot of my time trying to focus on my health, like wherever my hobbies is. It's gonna be
Excuse me.
towards the
Okay,
gym,
where do you work?
you know.
I don't need to know
Uh,
specifically. What do you do?
I work for FedEx as a
All right. So you work with
go ahead.
FedEx.
Yes,
25 years old.
yes.
Uh,
She said,
but
"Oh,
if you're going to interact with people, you got to get out of the house. And you just tell me that what I'm hearing from you is a woman who needs improved communication skills with men in general. And that's why I stopped you, because it's easy for you ladies to start blaming everything else other than the person in the mirror. I asked you, what happens when you go out to meet guys in general, and you say, I don't. Well, that needs to be improved.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to work on that. I don't know if like they have preferences or what, like, because as a woman, if you go up and meet a guy, you don't know what the heck they're gonna think of you. If there's no sexual chemistry or whatever, that's the first thing you're judging. So you're trying to do everything you can to try to mold into what they think is fitting, like what you said earlier.
vice
You want
versa.
girls that are softer back in
That's
the
the
day,
same thing for
in
men.
the early 2000s, the early 90s.
Women be thinking men don't have no challenges and no, things where we gotta think and put our mind and shit, put our mind to it and figure out the woman and what she into, what she like. They really think men don't gotta do that. Like, it be challenging for us as well. Nigga. Like, yeah, she talking about.
I was raised to be harder because the men were mistreating women who were
Oh, that's
housewives.
bullshit. That we're not mistreating you.
But see, that's the reality, sir. You gotta allow people who actually walk the
Excuse me.
footsteps
Excuse me,
and
ma'am.
experience.
Excuse me, ma'am. No. The facts are the facts. That is more of that psychobabble bullshit. Black women are not being abused like that. And this is more of these black men are in jail, down low, or unemployed stuff that's just not true. See, and you're 25.
And I was raised with women who were mistreated as
And-
housewives.
well,
by
but the
men.
thing is, ma'am, that ain't you.
Okay,
You were born in 95?
correct.
So due respect, don't tell me about something that I lived through that you didn't. Well, it sounds to me like you were raised by around a bunch of hard women,
True.
because you
They were-
sound like a hard woman.
Well, I mean,
And here's
you
the
know-
thing. Listen to what I'm about to say, because this is going to be important. Pay attention. Breathe, because it's not personal.
okay,
The world does not owe you, me, or anybody understanding. Your problems, my problems, are my own. If you were raised around a bunch of hard women, just last night's show, I had a woman calling on talking about, I'm engaged now, and I had to get out from around my negative, hard female family members because they were poisoning me. And you sound like you have a mind full of poison at 25. But when I ask you about your own personal experiences with men, they aren't there. You don't have any. You haven't told me about I went out on a date. You said I've talked to guys at the gym or this or that, and then they stopped talking to me. Well, there's a reason. But all of a sudden the guys are bad. Therapy, man. Because you cannot change who raised you. But if you walk around thinking that people respond to relationships are reflective, and people respond to what we put out. And you have a deeper voice and a harder way of being. I mean, case in point, when you came onto the show, you didn't even say, "Hey, how you doing, Kevin?" You didn't even greet me. You just said, "Hey, I got some shit I want to say." I mean, I thought you was gonna give me a hot 16. I mean, shit. I'm like, goddamn. I mean, I'm expecting a woman to come in and is like,